Welcome to Knife Chats. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with friends, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Thank you. The Knife Detector started a open tag event on the knife you'll grow old with. And I commented on his page. I probably got a couple dozen knives that would fit that category. But after thinking about it for a bit, I thought, that's not the kind of video I want to go with on this particular open tag event. So this is going to be one of those departures for me. You're not going to see a half dozen knives in this video. You're just going to see one. And I decided on this knife fairly easily, actually. And that's because this isn't a knife that I think I'll grow old with. This is a knife that I have had for the last 30 years and still remains the knife that has probably the most sentimental value of any knife in my collection. There's really nothing special about the knife except that it's my knife, and it's a knife that I got for Christmas a long time ago, and my wife bought it for me, and I've had it ever since. I've carried it for quite some time. I still occasionally carry it, but not too often anymore, simply because it means too much and I don't want to lose it, and I don't want to get it any more damaged than it already is. So what is this knife? Well, it's not the first time this knife has shown up on my video channel, and it probably won't be the last time you see it either. It's my Victorinox Woodsman, and nothing special about it other than it is my knife. Now, what the Woodsman is it is a Huntsman that is lacking the toothpick and tweezers. There's also a Huntsman that's called the Economy Huntsman that is lacking the toothpick and tweezers, but this particular knife is a Woodsman. And despite all of its flaws, it's my Woodsman, and it has a lot of sentimental value to me. And it is definitely a knife that I'm never planning on getting rid of, and if there is a knife that I'm going to be buried with, this would probably be it, the Victorinox Woodsman. But I would much rather it pass down to one of my children or grandchildren instead, and it be, oh, that was my dad's knife, or that was my grandfather's knife, and be something important to them. Very simple knife. You got the main clip blade, you see right there, Victorinox Switzerland stainless rostfrei, and on the back side, Officer Suiza with the crossbow and the cross. And really need to clean it. It's a little dirty. So I'll have to do that after this video. You notice the pen blade here. It might look a little short. That's because I actually broke the very tip of this blade, and I have since reprofiled it and sharpened it back up. But yeah, secondary blade. You got the two back tools, the 4-turn corkscrew. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. And you notice it has got the little, whatever they call it, the little groove in it, the grooved corkscrew. Because of how old it is, the knife came out, this is from around 1983, 84, somewhere around there, before they put the sewing eye and the awl, and that is nice and sharp. And then the other tools you usually find on it, you've got your can opener with the little tip that acts as a Phillips screwdriver, as well as a regular little flathead screwdriver. The can opener before it locked at the half stop point, so this one just rolls all the way around with the wire stripper, and there is no cutting edge on the inside of the cap lifter. Nice screwdriver tip. And then you've got the pair of scissors in the middle here. And if you notice, the spring has broken on there, and I have since just bent it out a bit and still use the spring. I could get a new spring and replace it. Wouldn't be that hard to do. I've replaced springs before, but these scissors still work the way they are right now. And as this is one of the older ones that have the screw there, that is a screw that you have to continuously retighten because it will loosen over time. So that, like I said, the knife definitely has its flaws. And obviously it has the saw blade here. And you can see it has definitely been used on more than one occasion. And really nice saw. Now when I asked for a Swiss Army knife for Christmas, we didn't have a whole lot of money at the time, so, and I specifically said I wanted one without the toothpick or tweezers. And at the time, that was not the easiest thing to find, but my wife found it for me, and I did say I wanted one with the scissors and saw. I didn't even know enough about the about Swiss Army knives to actually say exactly what I wanted, other than what tools I wanted to see on them. And she found it, she bought it for me, and I've had it ever since. And you can see there is definitely damage done to it. That is where this hit a piece of hot wire and it bent or melted the plastic handle. I've since sanded it down so that it wasn't all gooey and sticking out all over the place. See another good notch up there, and that's from hitting something. I don't have a clue, but yeah, it's seen the miles. It's been used quite a bit, and this is the knife. This is a knife that I don't plan on growing old with. This is a knife that I have grown old with. And I hope to continue to grow old with this knife. So there you have it, knife detector. I guess I could break out another half dozen knives that also have sentimental value, but of the knives, this is probably the one that I think has the most sentimental value, and this is the knife that I have been growing old with. So that's it. I'm not going to bother to show a bunch of other knives like I would normally do. Instead, this is the star of the show, my Victorinox Woodsman, the knife I have grown old with and will continue to grow old with. I mentioned I really needed to clean the knife, and so I went ahead and did that like I said I would. And just basically I hit it with a bunch of hot water, sprayed a bunch of hot water in all the joints to get all the crud out of it. There wasn't that much crud. And then got my Victorinox Multi-Tool Oil and got dropped on each of the joints there and worked it a little bit. And now I've got a knife that's functioning like a knife should be functioning. So we got, that corkscrew opening like it should, that reamer opening like it should. You hear the nice little snap going. We've got a decent can opener opening there, nice close. Middle blade, main blade. There's no grinding going on. That opens up, it locks, feels good there, And the saw comes out there like it should. Got a nice little ting there when it opens. Closes down real well. And the scissors, well, the scissors are just as problematic as the first time I got them, where anyone who knows with it, they don't open up as easily as you wish they would, but when they're open, man, they are tight. And these are some really good scissors. And really good close on them too. So, cleaned it up. And I should have done that before I did the video, but just to let you know that I did take the time to clean this up, because I ain't dead yet. And if I want to grow old with it, then I got to keep my knife in decent shape too, because I don't want to die tomorrow, and I don't want the knife to disappear tomorrow either. So I'm going to have to do a better job of cleaning it up. Anyway, there it is. The knife I plan to grow old with. I better keep it in good shape, otherwise I'm not going to be able to do that. Thank you for visiting Knife Chats. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel and ringing that notification bell so that you will be notified when the next episode of Knife Chats is up online. Thanks again. See you soon.